Okay, Silence is waiting at the base.
I see you, champion.
Beta and Gaia,
Sit,
too.
please.
As for everyone else, I should let them focus on their own missions. Get them up to speed on the burning shores another time.
There's someone in Arrowhand who's been looking for you, champion. Goes by the name of Moralo. Sounded like he had something important to discuss.
I'll try to stop by Arrowhand when I can, then. Turning into an icicle out here.
Let's talk with everyone else first.
Welcome back.
They are not available, what? Okay.
You did it! You actually defeated a reactivated Horus! Are you hurt? Anything broken? I'm fine, Beta. I hope you never have to face another one. So, the last Zenith is dead. Of the ones that came back on the Odyssey, anyway. That just leaves Nemesis. We'll find a way to beat it, Aloy. I know it.
Just making sure that if somebody else, that somebody else could be missing, you know. Oh god. Just remember that the worst case of the weapons not working or giving you what you want is the arena. Because you go into three groups of fights. And they have 4 sets. And the first 3 sets you have your normal loadout. You know? Everything you bring in with. But then in the last set you get a loadout from the game. And suddenly I can no longer smash my head against the wall. I have to use these weird exotic weapons that I have never used or seen before, like the trap wire laser trap against the snake. It's a crazy weapon that I wish I would have found or can use outside, but I didn't know how to use it first. And now I want to use it more.
You're back. And after mingling with the Quen, I imagine that you're eager for some intelligent conversation.
There are some pretty special people among the Quen. If you drop down to Earth once in a while and did a little mingling yourself, you might realize that.
I have more important matters to deal with. Like the data you recovered from Londra.
You found a lead.
Indeed. A log entry he wrote shortly after the Zeniths escaped the destruction of their colony. I'll send it to you. There is much to unpack, but most importantly, Londra theorizes about how Nemesis might be countered. His musings include a list of 21st century corporations that manufactured state-of-the-art weapon systems. It's possible that one of these weapons could be deployed against the enemy. I'll have to investigate each company, of course. Locate their facilities, unearth their technologies, determine their efficacy and whether they can be brought back online.
All by yourself, huh?
Well,
don't get me wrong, I'm glad you found something that can help. But I've been wondering why you stayed behind with us. It's the challenge, isn't it? The chance to prove you've got the biggest brain of all.
Man, does she misunderstand silence critically. And that is where I also draw the line between first game Aloy and this game Aloy. Because in the first game, we learned that silence is in the pursuit of knowledge. Yes, he considers people less when they don't match his desire to acquire knowledge. And sometimes even people that have less knowledge than he has of things, even so they have a desire to acquire knowledge. And silence doesn't shy away from manipulating large groups of people, which led to his first almost downfall when he split the Sun Kingdom, or helped to split the Sun Kingdom more. And that almost killed him, leaving Hades with the army that we had to encounter in many fights. And still, it was always plain that he does it in the pursuit of knowledge, not proving that he is smart, but finding something more awesome than the last thing he found.
My reasons are mine alone.
And that's why you'll always be alone.
Also, this absolutely destroys the reason why he stayed, or the impression and cinematography of how he stayed. Because he was on a stairwell to the rocket that would carry him away. He was going up that stairwell, having said goodbye with body language to Aloy. And then he took one last view at the group of friends down there and decided to stay. It was a really warm scenery because he would become the uncle that no one wants at the desk. And that would be fine with him because he saw there's a better chance with these people together than as if he goes on to a different planet and does do whatever. I speculated he would use the Zenith mothership to go there and then just study Apollo. Or maybe even to the same plan as the last two Zenith, like the guy that wanted the following and then the gay partner of Elizabeth. Yeah, they wanted all to go to the next planet, use the ship to repopulate that and then start humanity anew. Hopefully, and hope that Nemesis don't find them until they are ready to face Nemesis. Because at some point, Nemesis will find you. But each year you get extra is a year you can learn to hope to find something against Nemesis. So, and he gave up the new kingdom and stayed.
Aloy, Nemesis is not a threat that can be defeated single-handedly.
Proving my point. Even the way how defeated he just looks shows rather that Aloy, once again, is not understanding how silence works. And this time, he is begging because she doesn't even have a shred of sympathy for this man. And halfway, that is justified because he went over bodies to acquire the knowledge that he got. But he by no means thinks he is smarter than everyone else, because Silence has learned from his encounter with Hades that he is definitely not the smartest entity in this universe. And over, there were people that were smarter than him.
I am grateful for your extraordinary contributions.
And this is why I think Aloy is just a brat, especially in this game. That she wants to prove that she is better than other people.
Oh, Silence. We might thaw that icy heart of yours yet. Now let's see what he found.
Yeah. Hmm.
To all engineers and operatives, return immediately.
I found Evelyn in the control room, rooting through the logs for Alondra's passcode. Not sure how she got past security, but yeah, she's not doing so good. Just kept banging on Alondra's door, begging him to save her. I told her he was gone, but she just kept wailing. They had to drag her out. 2050. A year of triumph. That first mission silenced 1,000 naysayers. When we acquired the asteroid, they held their breath. When we returned with the wealth of planets, they came crawling, hats in hand. That fight will always be dear to me. And to history.
Let's listen to them anyways, even though they were part of a puzzle before.
I've convinced the board the amount of platinum on that rock is worth the risk. Once we grab it, I'll make Evelyn a platinum ring so she can wear our success wherever she goes. The accident, has disturbed the ants, lawyers and publicists swarming to do damage control, carping about incalculable losses. Now what they don't see is that each death is a lesson in complacency, inspiring us to future excellence. My chief competitor tried to block me in Congress, but I'll have that cobalt no matter how many years it takes to dig out. Jiaolu lunar resources can stay on the moon. Everything else belongs to me.
Silence is right. Landra's thoughts could really help us in the fight against Nemesis.
Heh. What did I miss? Because it can only be this. This is from the puzzle, huh?
Examine the file I sent you closely. I think you'll find Landra's ruminations on Nemesis illuminating.
Elizabeth had a dream for this world. I guess a lot didn't go as planned. And there are still dangers ahead. Maybe the biggest yet. But after what Beta and I accomplished,
I just quickly looked up which data node file it is. It here. visited. Why is biomass here? The reason it's irritating is one, Pharaoh's machines use biomass as fuel, and second is when we first saw the print of the rocket that he was building, the thought came to mind that he would use his followers as biomass, as fuel for the rocket, or for turning them into clones. But then they sort of revealed that he wanted to keep them in one piece, but now biomass is popping up again. So a mass destruction weapon that would be worse than the horrors, eh? Nice.
We'll fight for...
Eh.
Elizabeth's dream. Together.
Laundra's list could very well be our way forward. Though I'll need to sift through
Maybe one
every
day
little secret he left behind.
I'll
starting
head
with
back
that
to the Sacred
spaceship of
Lands and
his.
see Sona again. Tell her what her son accomplished. And how brave he was. Enjoy, I guess.
I have work to do, Aloy.
I guess I'm going outside. No, I want to know what's in the box.